Damn. I'm gonna show you guys what I was just watching. Well, you'll listen to it. I don't know if you want to see it. Okay. All right. You gotta get the elbows, man. Gotta get the elbows. Oh my gosh, this is nuts. This guy made fun of me. Say I'm laughing at my own jokes. I'm like, dude. And then another guy said I took myself too seriously because I was dressed, I guess, too neat to be working with vacuums. I'm like, to myself, I'm like, dude, I'm a salesman first. Oh my God, I'm a salesman first, man. I sell. Well, I'd probably not say that. But in that context, in the context of repairing them and selling, I sell service, I sell service. I sell products, sell service, okay? So don't get that twisted. How's that? But yeah. Let me show you what I've been working on and something I listened to that had me cracking up. Okay, all right, so Cole, we are getting his stuff shipped out, man. So excited for the brother. And when I say brother, I don't know if he's, well, black or white. It's not that. It's just we're guys. All right, we're Americans. You can find you find any reason to have a brotherhood. All right, like military, bikers, whatever reason you want to have a brotherhood for. But I'm gonna get Cole's box ready here. The title of this video was really about delivering the goods, and I am getting ready to ship out the goods to Cole. You know what I think I did though? I think I took out the packing stuff when I took this thing apart. So let me get some packing material for this bad boy. But I'm gonna tell you what happened with Hoover. So hold on tight for a second. If anybody's there, thanks for hanging, thanks for coming. But let me show you what the deal is. Let me wrap this thing up. Give Cole some protection. All right, thanks for stepping into my world for 2 minutes, guys. Whoever is stepping in. If you have a platform, let me know. And I'll see if I want to step into your world for a few minutes, you know what I mean? This is too wide. Well, it already has something inside, though. But I like parts of this. I like parts of this pack in here. Ooh. Sweet. I like parts of this. So I'm going to use part of this packaging, cardboard here for my purpose. Cole, I think I got rid of some of the stuff, so I don't want to just send it and have it rocking back and forth in this box, okay? All right. But I already have all this tracking stuff ready to go. Part of the giveaway we did earlier this week, and we got a winner. Positive. Hold on. Okay. Now I like the both sides. I like what happened to both sides, but oh man. Let me do this. All right, so I'm gonna tell you what happened with Hoover this week, right? Say what you want, man. I'm sure there's a lot of good products out there, a lot of better products. There's a lot of things, right? But I tell you, service still trumps it, man. Service does trump it. It does. Service trumps. It's almost like a player on a basketball team, football team, baseball team, whatever. And that player is good, but his social skills just horrible, you know, and do all kind of crap out there or whatever. And you know, because at the end of the day, you want people to buy to see you. You want people to come in for more, you know, all this stuff. So if a company get rid of somebody because they embarrassed the company or something, or says something really bad or derogatory or whatever, understand that that company's looking at, look, man, you're affecting the consciousness of the people who buy from us. So, dude, you're costing us money, man. At the end of the day, that's what it comes down to. I don't think these companies, I don't know, man. Maybe sometime the head of the company could be left or right or whatever. But I think these companies are just looking out for the bottom line most of the time. And they jump on all these trends and all this stuff. So when somebody is off point from where the company's at, they can find themselves losing contracts, deals. It's just what it is. So these guys are walking on eggshells all the time, you know. In interviews, make sure you say the right thing. Make sure you don't offend nobody. You know. Okay. Yeah, that's good. I just don't want this to be. All right, so I'm gonna put this in here, but I want to have some protections on the side. You know what I mean? Oh my God. Oh, you know what? This probably wasn't even wrapped around when it came. Maybe I wasn't looking. You know, maybe I wasn't paying attention properly when it came out the box. No, this don't look right. It wasn't like this. Because it don't fit right, you know? I look like an amateur packer, man. I'll be honest with you, because I'm doing it for the camera and not on the side somewhere. Let me wrap this a little bit more. All right, give me a second. I gotta protect this a little better than this. This is not. Let me use these big fat bubble wrap here. Let me use these big fat boys. Who's there? Who's saying what's up? What's up? Well, YouTube, do I look like an AI? Or maybe you're just asking a general question. Do I look like an AI to you? That'd be cool. Nah, something's not right. Something's not right. What am I doing? Oh, I see what I did. All right. Voila. Do I look like an AI, man? I don't know, bro. All right, here we go. Okay, that's good. All right. All right, let me take this out of here. I don't like the fact that this is here like this. Man, they really came this installed. Okay. All right. Trying to make sure I have enough space, you know? So look like an AI? Is that I'm an AI? Hey man, people got jokes out there, bro. I'm all right. I'm good for jokes. I'm good for jokes, but you better be funny. You know what I mean? If you're gonna go all out, you better be funny. So I'm gonna read it. Okay? Better be funny, man. That's good. See, that's why I want to pack this stuff real quick. Guy said I'm an AI. All right. I don't know if that's an insult or not, but it is what it is. God, why is this so... Dude, I'm gonna have to ship this in a different box, bro. I don't like this. I don't like this. So it's gonna come... I guess the packers at Bissell, they are on point. Damn, because this thing I don't want to send it out in this box. I'm gonna send it out in a different box, okay? I'm gonna send it out. So Cole, we're gonna send your winning out in a different box because this is too tight and I don't trust those guys. You know those guys, they toss stuff in people's yards and you never know. I don't want this thing breaking on you, buddy. I'll get a different box. Don't worry about it. Okay? I mean, that box was, but let me big up Hoover real quick, okay? So someone had asked a question about a Hoover, what do you call it? Small. What happened here just now? Sorry about that, guys. Anyway, so yeah, let me open the chat because I can't see nothing right now. Okay, hey Nia, where you are? I'm in North Carolina, man. Hold on. Okay, and I hope that fixes the problem. All right. Okay, so now let me big up Hoover. Let me give Hoover some props. Okay. So at the end of the day, we all really truly want to deliver on what we promise, right? If it's service, products, the whole deal. And you know, when people get pissed off, especially, you know, like promises, you know, it could be political or whatever. Who knows? It could be what you know, what the trailer promised versus what they gave us for the movie. You know what I mean? These guys, I put this order in just maybe 3 days ago because it's under warranty. They needed a motor. No motors available. You can get mad at them for that. That's fine too. But they backed it up and they said, all right, well, we don't have a motor, Wayne. Because we don't have a motor, we'll make sure you can take care of your customer. Okay? So this was the old unit that came in. And in just a matter of, I swear, man, it had to be 2 days, bro. Had to be. What day is it? What day is it today? Today is what, Thursday? I may have put this in Tuesday. It's possible I put this in Tuesday. And they sent me a replacement. Okay? So this lady, okay, she's gonna get a brand new unit. So, you know, there's a lot of good people out there. A lot of fluff, a lot of selling, a lot of over the, you know, upfront glamour and all the other shit. But man, you gotta deliver at the end of the day. So, you know, you may not be the sharpest, you may not be the prettiest, you may not be whatever it is, but you gotta deliver on your service, man. Look at this. So this is nice. Okay, so they give you two little attachments here. Just snap it in. Ah, okay, nice. 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 All right, and then I guess this is for like taking out, I guess, pet odor stains and stuff like that. It has the rubber. And then this is for maybe scrubbing, you know, upholstery or whatever. Cool. Cool. We got a little sample solution here. All right. We got our instruction book. We got our solution tank. All right. Evan, what's going on, man? There we go. You can't hear nothing? Oh, before. Yeah. I had a call coming in, man. I'm sorry. I'm using my phone right now. And sorry about that. All right. Okay, what we got? But yeah, deliver, man. That's what it comes down to, bro. It's like somebody hiring you to do a job, and they're doing their part, right? They're paying you, right? And then you're goofing off and you're not doing your part. So if they catch you, if you can get away with it one day here, one day there, what do you do, right? But if they catch you and then they decide to get rid of you, like, dude, sorry, man, you're not a victim of that, right? Same thing with me. If I don't deliver, my customer's like, man, Wayne, I'm not coming back. What can I do? I'll do my best, but I do my best to deliver. You know what I'm saying? To deliver what I promised. At least I do my best. I'm not hiding from work. So these guys came through, man. I have to give them big ups. Enough respect for this. For real. All right, let's see what they got. Like in no time. They didn't have to wait a week or nothing. Gosh. All right, so we got our clean water tank. And then the main unit. I had to make my way down to here. Let's get this out of here. I may end up using, I don't know if this box that it came in, that's a real secure box, but it's the competition, right? Yeah, you're right. Hey, you know what? Okay, I'll stay with that. Okay. How you say that name? Sigrim? Sigrim? Sigrim, you're right. We are all programmed. Okay? We are. Where does a program come from? We're all programmed. If you think about our customs, traditions, our morals, it's all programmed. Okay? Our parents got it from somebody got it from somebody got it from somebody. And even when you want to break from your parents, you're breaking from your parents because you're following some other model that someone sold you on. Somebody sold you on a different model, a different moral system, a different way to look at life, a different something. Someone sold you, okay? So we are all programmed. Now, when I realized that, I said to, when I came here, man, when I came to this country, and I go through the school system, and I go through listening to the media, I go through friends, I go through this, I got to a certain point when I realized that people were telling me I'm supposed to hate the country. And then they told me I'm supposed to hate the country because of and they have all this racial stuff and all the other past and everything else. And I'm like, and then people say, you don't understand. I'm like, dude, what do you mean I don't understand? What are you talking about? Just because we don't focus on that don't mean we didn't experience that. We experienced that. Not me. People before me. What are you talking about? There are people right now that are getting their butts kicked. Right? I'm talking literally destroyed. And you're casually here to be able to say whatever you want to say and live your life and go through the streets and drive what you want to drive and wear what you want to wear. And so you're not experiencing nothing. You are not experiencing nothing, bro. So we are all programmed by our the people before us in the moral systems. And sometimes, unfortunately, you got hardwired from your family and your relatives and your neighborhood by the wrong programming. And when I say wrong, I mean something that's going to have you thinking small, behaving in a way that is not going to get you your goal. Okay? If the behavior gets you your goal, then all right, what can I tell you, right? That's giving you what you want. But if the behavior is getting you more of what you don't want, then it's wrong programming. Done. That's it. Okay? You want to live a successful, fruitful, prosperous, happy life, and well-fulfilled and all that stuff, then okay, then if the programming you're using is giving you the opposite, then you got the wrong program. Look at it like that. If it's giving you what you want, then all right, man, then enjoy your life. But if you want to be prosperous, but then what you're doing is talking about all this nonsense and you're behaving in ways that's going to just interfere with your success, the same success you want, then you are on the wrong thing. That's just how I look at it. It doesn't mean it's right, but think about it and parse it out and see. But we're all indoctrinated by some form of moral system or some form of way of living. I just don't want my kids to be indoctrinated to think like failures. I don't want them to be indoctrinated to keep blaming other people for their stuff. And if they say they're going to do something, they do it. That's the moral system that I want for my kids to have. That's a program. Okay? So I'll take you on that. Okay? And I will, what do you call that? I raise you. Like playing cards. I will raise you on that, bro. But so you accept your programming and you think mine is bad or something, right? And I may think yours is bad. All right, great. You know what I'm saying? Each team is being programmed by the coach's method of training, the coach's way of looking at competition. So now the team says, I will accept your programming, coach. I'm going to follow you. You're in the military. You accept the military's program. He said, okay, this is what it takes to be, a Marine, an Army, whatever the military program is, then you accept that when you sign up and you said, okay, great. I'm in line. I'm ready to go. See what I'm saying? So don't think that you're evolved above everybody else and everyone else's program. Dude, we are all being indoctrinated by a particular system, moral system. I just happen to believe that if I live in this country, then I'm down. I'm here. Let's make it work, because everything I pay is here. My kids are here. I pay my taxes here. I live my life here. I'm happy here. So you know what? I'll raise my flag. I'm down. Okay? If I'm not down, I better get out of here. That's it. Now that I'm here, okay, now which system that they're using here do I want to flow with? And I kind of look at a society. Do I prefer a society that have a solid foundation, and then we can negotiate the fluffs of society? Yes. Do I want to have a solid cake and then I can negotiate the icing and all that stuff on top? Yes. Do I want a floppy cake that is going to fall apart and not everything is like floppy? It's like, nah, I don't want that. I prefer to have a solid base, and we can negotiate the rest. And somebody may want to really fluff, really loosey-goosey, everything goes base. I'm like, dude, that looks like failure. I don't want that. So whatever you're on there, I'm not supporting that. I don't. That doesn't look good. That doesn't look like it's gonna work. This guy's know how to sell it. We give everybody free lunch. We're gonna give everybody free everything. It's like, it sounds good to the people who are not really thinking, who really don't want to work, but it sounds good. So I'm like, dude, you know that stuff don't work, and because you don't live like that. You're hustling to get votes. You're hustling. You're living. You're traveling in private planes. You know that it's a hustle, and you're trying to tell the rest of us that we don't need to hustle. Everything is free. Get the hell out of here, bro. You know life is not like that. You're not going to catch me with this one. You better come better. So that's how I look at stuff. It may not be right, but it works for me. How's that? All right, so now I'm going to put this here. Let's see what else we got. Who else is cooking over here? David, you're back. Hey, Wayne. Still swapping out car tops. Almost got cooked in the squat. Yo, David's back on, yo. That's what's up, bro. Man, David, I tried packing up that portable shampooer, man. I gotta find a better box. It seems like they had a system when they put it in the box to use all the nooks and crannies and all that stuff, and I forgot how I took it out, so it's going in all like this. So I don't want to do that. I don't want to ship it to him like that. Oh shoot, the lady's here. Damn, she came already. Damn, bro. The lady is here to pick this up. It's a good thing I just assembled it. She is not joking around. She's not joking around. All right, give me a second, guys. Let me go give it to my lovely lady here. Actually, she is a lovely lady, but I can't. I'm not gonna show her on camera. Hey.
Oh, hey, how are you?
I'm good.
I'm sleeping, sorry.
No, it's okay. It's all right.
How's your day going?
I'm just going great.
Good.
It's pretty quick, right?
Yes, I am so surprised. I'm like, thank God. I needed it before my daughter's birthday, and I know it said 1 to 2 weeks, and I'm like, I hope I can make it here before 2 weeks, because it's on the 10th, and God is so good. Thank you so much. I really appreciate your work.
No problem. I got right on it for you. And well, I have to give them credit too, because they got back to me right away.
Pretty quickly, yeah. Wow, that's incredible.
It's overnight,
Wow.
really.
Very
So
nice.
let me help you to the car with this, okay?
Oh, okay, thank you.
Fantastic.
My car's a mess.
No problem.
Sorry.
Yes. You too there. Take care. Fantastic. Ladies happy. We are positive. That's what it's all about, baby. Deliver. That's cool, man. That's excellent. That is excellent, man. This bad boy, here. I did a video a couple weeks ago on how to replace the motor on that Hoover smartwash, and people are still having troubles with it, but you know, it's what it is. David. Yeah. Yo, David, man, you just took me back, bro. You just took me back. I remember coming here to North Carolina, right? I'm working the field. We didn't have GPS, cell phone stuff at that time. I think, oh my God, I was trying to be, I had a laptop, and then you would get the CDs of the map of the area. But in the South here, man, there's a lot of rural roads, you know, a lot of roads that just don't work like that, right? So, but the maps were pretty accurate, man. So I still remember, this, bro. Come on, man. You know, there was something good about it. I remember this in the car. You know what I'm saying? Okay, all right, bet. All right, this is what we're gonna do, all right? So we're gonna go from we're gonna go from here, and we're gonna go, and then we're gonna make a left on this street here. What's this route? You know what I'm saying? All right, bet. Okay, great. All right. So if you had somebody with you, you were good, right? Because then they could tell you, all right, we're coming up to the route. You know, it wasn't like turn by turn. You had to approximate where you were going. You had to think more with a map, okay? And are you playing your route, man? You kind of have an idea of how far you might have to travel from here to there. And holy cow, man! Now the GPS tell you to turn left. That shit could turn you into a lake, and you're just like, okay, turn left. All right. So, where's Chagrin? He left already. So that's definitely programming, right? You stop thinking. I used to remember directions. Because I was on the field all day, every day. So, you make a left, go here, turn at the McDonald's, go boom, boom, boom. So that stuff stayed in your brain, bro. You knew exactly where to go, how to turn, and if you went somewhere one time, you remember how to make it back. Today, Dude, even when I use the GPS, I try to get out without the GPS. I'm trying to keep my brain from going numb, not remembering anything. So if I take the GPS to get there, I try to come back without the GPS. I do my best, man, and I try to make note of the same old school landmarks. Okay, I'm turning left at the water tower. Okay, I'm turning right at the McDonald's, and then you have to go back in reverse again. so love the technologies, man, but it does make us a little weaker, man. It's the way it is. Oh my God. All right, I'm gonna try to change this handle, man. I got. I don't know if it's the handle I'm gonna work on. I don't know if it's the handle. No, I'll grab a different one. I have two of them. One of them has a handle problem. So yeah, most of these are for like commercial customers that I'm working on. I get a lot of residential, but most of the business is commercial. Guys have to keep it moving, baby. Hustling. Wow. Okay, we're not getting any power down here at the nozzle. Okay. So, all right. So I have a two position switch, 3 position, off, on, and then for the brush. So there's a signal going down to the motor, right? Okay. Now, if this wasn't working, it's a possibility that wouldn't trigger the motor. It's still a possibility that something else might be up here, but I don't think I want to go here first, because position 1 works and position 2 works. So right now the only problem is we're not getting power to go from the motor down to the nozzle. So let's start there. Use some common sense. My common sense tells me that I probably shouldn't worry about the top right now. Now, if for some reason I'm wrong, then I'll double back. Okay? All right. Free at the gas station. Yeah. Listen, I'm almost 60. I'm halfway there, bro. Well, no, not halfway to 60, but I'm about five and a half years there. Okay? I'm almost there, right? So yeah, I still remember paying $1, and then it went to $1.25 for maps. I'm trying to remember if I ever got a map from a gas station for free. I remember maps being in a little cubby, right, at some of these places I would go to, but on the most part, I think I remember paying $1.95 for a map. So, but what you're saying is that for you, it was free, right? Oh man, I hear you, man. Yeah, we oh my God. Hey, listen to what I was hearing. Some of this stuff is crap, but I don't know how much of it is performance, man. I don't know, man. I don't know. But people listen to this and people buy this crap. I mean, they really believe it, and they get emotionally attached to this type of stuff. But I'm gonna listen to this lady. But hate does this to you, man. But then they're like, why is this happening to me? It's like, I don't know if it's performative. You tell me what you think. You can't see nothing, but at least you can hear it while I unlock this thing.
So I know for a fact that that slaves did not cry when their slave owners died. They didn't cry. I know that for sure. They didn't cry. So for CK to be shot and gone, why should I give a shit about a racist that thought lesser of me and other black people? Why should I care about his death? I don't. One less evil running around in this world. He got what was coming to him. You can't sit around and spew hatred and think nothing's going to touch you. You're going to find out real quick that spewing hatred is going to get you got. So no, I don't feel sorry for him being gone. Thank God there's less evil in this world. Hate me for it, I don't give a shit. And I have to go to work.
This is the second part.
My life is falling apart and I have to get up and fucking go to work. The world is falling apart, but I have to go to work. Right?
I shouldn't be
I'm
laughing.
a black woman in America scared for my life, but I have to get up and go to work.
I shouldn't be laughing. But
What the
I shouldn't be laughing. But just like I have to deal with trolls here, right? I have to deal with trolls here, right? One of my customers can see my video and say that Wayne is just too strict or too drastic or too whatever, and may not come back. And I made a choice to put to give people a peek in my shop. That was my choice, to give you a peek in my shop, right? And if you don't like it, then that was my choice. I gave you a peek in, share my thoughts with you guys, and but if I was just talking about it, oh my God, what we just talking about? If your employer now says, hey man, you are affecting my public image, no, that's not gonna work. No, we're gonna cut our losses. That's, customers do the same thing, like some streaming services decide to run a particular type of show or something, and then the customers are like, yo man, nah, I don't want my kids seeing this stuff, so they pull out, right? So the same thing with your employer, or the same thing with, this is what it is. So you put that stuff out, that kind of hate out, I guarantee you this lady never listened to an actual, oh, I see what's wrong here. I guarantee that lady never listened to an actual debate. She probably listened to a couple of clips. And because people wear their emotions on their sleeve, they don't need much for people to piss them off and make them think. All you gotta do for some people is yell, he's a racist. He's homophobic. That's a transphobe. That's a anti-whatever. And people just like, really? He's a racist? And they're ready with their pitchforks. Show me the way. And that's all they need. They don't even need to sit down and like actually listen to the argument. He's a racist. Really? Where? Oh my God, man. Wow, how can you be this old, like us? They don't listen, and we don't know how to reason with each other. Like I swear it should be like stages in a game. Like at 10 years old, you're you're at this stage, right? After 10 to 15, right? 15 to 20. We should, you know what I'm saying? We should level up, we should, all right, I got my gems, I got my new weapons, man. I got my hammer, now I can beat the damn, but when we're over 40 and we're still thinking like some of this, it's like, damn, dude, you haven't read nothing, bro. You still think like that, man? Golly. Nothing is breaking through, man. You still walk around like that. Anyway, that's freedom for you. Freedom to think. Freedom of choice. We have the ability to choose. We were talking about choices. That's why I was telling somebody I was so on the rocks with choice, because so much of our stuff got into us early at a point when we're more vulnerable to be susceptible to things, and you had no choice in that kind of conditioning. You know what I'm saying? So my choice for me is a little funky, you know. But I do think that when you're an adult, I think, you know, you may have to battle some things, but I think at that point, man, you should be able to kind of step back and say, you know what, I thought about this, I analyzed this, and this is not right. You know, at some point we should be able to do that. You know, at some point. Anyway, that's me and my crazy. Me and my crazy. All right, so it looks like the belt, but I'm gonna check this reset and see if I got some power again from this thing, because the reset might be an issue too. Ooh, look what I found. Look what I found. Look what I found. The reset's disconnected. Ooh. Ooh. Ooh, I think I found something. I think I found the problem. You see? Now this is your breaker. And on your vacuums, if you have breakers like these, right? The idea of a breaker is the name. The name is a breaker. So what it's doing is breaking the electrical flow. It's like opening a door. So the door is closed like this, so the electricity flows all the way through to the mini motor. And if something is stressing that motor out, it trips the breaker. So now it interrupts the flow of electricity. So the electricity is coming in and it's staying right here. It can't continue its journey because the breaker tripped. Okay? So when you reset the breaker, all you're doing is closing the door or the drawbridge, right? And now the electricity can continue to flow. So let's see if this is the actual problem. If this breaker was just messed up, and by squeezing it tighter, I'm gonna try something here. I'm gonna squeeze these prongs a little tighter and see if they fix the problem, okay? All right, let me make sure I'm doing this. Yep. And there you go. Let's give this a try and see if we fix the problem. It's a little bit tight. It's a little. Come on, baby. Ooh. Let's see what we got. Let's see who's saying something here real quick. I think I saw somebody say what's up real quick. Hydra killer. India. Rasclat. Bye. Bye. Listen. India. Big up. Big up to India. I was telling the guys that one of the first movies I watched with my wife was an Indian movie. So I got a lot of respect for India. You guys are hustling, man, trying to do your stuff over there. I can't even hate on you for that. Can't even hate on you for that. But there's a lot of scam cells over there, man. What the hell, bro? Can you help me with that, man? Hydra, what the hell? Why they got so many people calling up here, man? Nah, I know you wouldn't have the answer, man. That's like you asking me what's happening with black folks, man. Are you asking me? I'm just playing with you, man. That's why we're supposed to have a sense of humor. If we can't have a sense of humor like that, we are in trouble. Who's that? Caveman. Hell yeah. Caveman, is it a canister or is it an upright? Let me know and I can tell you exactly what you may have to do for it. Is it a canister vacuum or is it an upright vacuum, Caveman? I hope. Thank you, bro. But yeah, man. So Hydra, right? Hydra killer. Help me out with this. I told my audience before this, and help me out with this, okay? Help me out with this. Caveman, it's an upright. Okay. All right, good. Caveman, let's break it down. I'm going to tell Hydra my story here. Break it down. Let me know what model. What is it a Dyson? Because you know what it is? If you tell me which exactly, I can get a visual of where the hose is running. And if you say it's a Kirby, I have a different answer for a Kirby, if you get what I'm saying. So let me know, now that we know it's an upright, let me know what kind of vacuum it is. I'll see what I can do. Okay? So Hydra. First movie I watched, right? With my wife was a Bollywood movie, right? And I'm watching the two people. Now, see, here's what I can't remember. I can't remember if it was oh my God, what's his name? Amir Khan, or if it was Shah Rukh Khan, right? So I can't remember if it was who, and if it was Karishma. Is it Karishma or Karina? Karishma Kapoor, or Pretty Zinda. Pretty Zinda, is that her name? Anyway, so I'm fuzzy with the names right now. But the premise of the story was, was he a reporter? Anyway, he fell in love with this girl, and she was part of this cell that was rebelling and doing blow up things and all this stuff. And he found out, and she was trying to stay distant from him, and he finally got with her, man, and he got to her at the end. And then she was gonna carry out a mission. You know, and you're watching these two people fall in love with each other, man. You go through the whole movie, you're like, man, I hope he get his girl, man, and she's playing so hard, man. She, you know, and then at the end, and then she's gonna go through with the mission, and then he just hugged the girl, and then they both blow up. And I was like, whoa, what the? And I'm looking at her like, yo, what the hell just happened? What the hell just happened? They both died? Get out of here. Oh man, this is not a. What are you gonna have us watch this movie? What do you think? That's gonna be us? Oh man. But then, you know, I came to really enjoy the movies and stuff like that. You know, watch them boys. Yeah. Oh yeah. Okay. All right. You know what? So now that's, you guys are more serious actors, right? Every time I watch movies with is it Tamil? If I'm right, it's more like more in depth drama and stuff. Not the kind of, you know, Disney Bollywood style. It was more drama and stuff like that. I really appreciate watching a lot of those movies too, man. Guys are they come to deliver, right? So, upright vacuum. Yeah. Yeah, nah, man. I get to appreciate all of that, bro. I get to appreciate all that. Oh my God. Shoot, I don't even have my picture here, man. I have a picture of one of the actresses. I did one of the actresses. But before then, I hated subtitles, man. If it was a subtitle movie, I'm like, man, screw that. I'm not watching that. And then I started watching some French subtitles movies and Korean movies. Those guys be going hard, man. Korean, they go hard, bro. The Koreans, man, they're trying to deliver some performance here. I have to give them some credit, but they stretch it out too, and they stretch it out. I probably should put a new wheel on this thing. Look at this. This needs a new wheel. Let's verify this, guys. This needs a new wheel, man. Look at this. Tell me what you think. hard doing this thing for the video because you're trying not to drop the machine and work within the space I have here. But you tell me if you think this thing needs a new wheel. Yep, I think so. What do you think? Has a hole in the wheel, man. The whole thing is eaten out. Look at that. That's the. This is supposed to be the wheel comes like this. See that? So they brought it in for no power to the brush. Let's make sure we can get power in the brush again. But that wheel is you know, I don't want to give it back like this. So I will let them know though that we're changing out this wheel. Both of them. Both of them are bad. Let me see if I can get power to this motor. Okay. Let's see what we got. Okay. All right. Now I'm going to have to go get out my multimeter and test to see what the hell's going on. Something is not receiving power down here. Yep. At first I thought this thing was broken. But I'm also not seeing any lights on the circuit board either. Hold on. Yep, everybody's connected. Yeah, I'm gonna have to get that little multimeter out. I'm gonna have to get a little bit into it. Yeah. All right. I thought it was gonna be a 1, 2, 3 in. Look like I'm gonna have to spend a little bit more time on this bad boy. Figure out where the let me see something. Hold on. It might be better. Hold on. Let me see if hold on. I may have been mistaken. Let's do this again. Fix! All right. Fix. This thing has two. This has two. It has two switches. It has two. What do you call it? Golly, I can't get the words out. Two micro switches, right? There's one right here in this section right here. Okay, so when you put this handle in, it triggers the first one. Okay? The second one is right here. So when it's in the upright position, okay, the brushes won't turn on. And when you put it in the recline, it allows the electricity to go to the thing. But that's only because this is properly installed here. That's only because you're allowing the electricity to leave the motor and make its way down here, okay? So even though I was reclined, if this was out, it wouldn't turn on anyway, okay? It wouldn't turn on, the brush motor, okay? So that's what just happened just now. My shoulder must have pushed it out the way when I was testing it. So now it's up and running. I got to replace this bad boy, put a new belt on it, put the things back, and we're up and running again, okay? But it pays to know, okay? It pays to know, and if not, then you're gonna have to pay someone who knows. You know what I mean? That's kind of how it works. It pays to know, or you pay someone who knows. Other than that, you're basing it off a charity. You're kind of hoping someone who knows can hook you up. And don't base your life on that. Don't base your life on the hookup. That's all just bonus. All right. All right. So yeah. So that I'm gonna wrap that up with. I gotta clean that up, and I have to switch out the wheels. But yeah. But I just want to kind of share that with you guys with Hoover. Hoover really delivered today, and we're getting cold his machine. And if you're paid for a job, man, then you deliver. That's it. You signed a contract with a company, and it's not, you don't feel like it's a contract, but it's a contract. You sign a contract with a company. You said I'm gonna be. We're agreeing that you're gonna pay me $100,000 a year for this job, right? That's the agreement. Okay, deliver. Now you find out that I don't know, maybe the boss is not, cool, or maybe it's one of the supervisors or assholes or whatever the case is. You still signed a contract to do that job, so you either gonna leave the job or you deal with whatever you have to deal with, but don't reduce the work you're gonna deliver. They're still paying you every 2 weeks or every week, right? They're still delivering their end of the bargain, which is I'm gonna pay you for this job. And a lot of employees get themselves caught up in emotions, man. Like, man, screw this shit. I ain't gonna do that. And it's like, dude, they're paying you anyway. I mean, they're still paying you to do the job. You agreed to do the job. What are you talking about? Well, so and so took my milk out the kitchen. I hate this. I hate this place. I know you hate this place, but you still got an agreement. It's to do the job. You're either gonna do the job or you're gonna leave and allow someone else to come in and do the job. Don't be collecting a check and you're not doing the job, man. You still made a deal. Oh my God. All right, let me find this. All right, I got some stuff to do. Let me just popped in here for a second, guys, to say what's up, and I'll be out of here. Let me see. Sure, sir. Sir, one request. Sir, put the for British India sat. Brown rubbish sitting heel, and now we are here. Okay. Okay. Well, hey man, thanks for hanging out. All right, all you folks. Thanks for hanging. Thanks for kind of coming around and hang here. But and you know what? Another company is also good if you're gonna buy cleaners. Their warranty system. Understand how the warranty works, because that same lady was outside telling me about Shark. Shark is a cleaner. They're fine. If you're gonna go to a store-bought vacuum, I would recommend Shark. It's a good cleaner. I would use a Shark. But when it comes to like warranty, if you're concerned about, let's say you say, man, the machines nowadays, they're not as good as before. Okay, then you definitely want to get a comparable cleaning equipment. But the next step is the warranty. How do they manage the warranty? That's the next step. Okay, because the deal is, if you agree that the machines are not made as good as they were before, okay, then you should expect that even some of the best machines they make now are going to have issues. Okay, so we can get those two things out the way, right? Machines are not made as good as they were before, so even the best machines now are going to have issues. Okay, now that we realize that the machines are not made, how do the companies handle those issues? So if I have to mail it to you, that's not, to me, that's not a good service system, okay? If you have local affiliates around or local whatever around, I can go locally and get it taken care of, yeah. Now, if you're paying for me to ship it, I may, all right, you're going to pay for me to ship it. All right, well, then you're going to ship me a label. You're going to send me a label. Well, great. I'll just ship it back. You fix it. You ship it back to me. Okay, fantastic. Great. That's not that bad. But if I have to pay to ship it to you and pay to get it shipped back, dude, I may go to the next company. You know what I'm saying? I may go to the next company. Because the cleaning is comparable nowadays. A lot of the cleaning is about the same. So two companies that are good. They're old school. The machines are okay. They're basic store machines, right? Bissell and Hoover are very solid warranty companies. How's that? Their equipment, you have your own opinion on that. If you're buying a Kirby, I'm a former Kirby person. I still buy from Kirby, so I'm not gonna go too hard on them. But I'll be honest with you, on the service end of it, and also on the salespeople are gonna tell you that you have a lifetime warranty. Kirby has a 3-year warranty, and they cover the parts, okay, but they don't cover the service if it's not a Kirby distributor. That distributor who you bought it from, they may do service for you for free, but if you go to a local place, that place may still charge you for service even though the parts are covered. Okay. Dyson, you have to call Dyson, get their information. They're going to give you a service number, and then they'll direct you to the closest authorized Dyson dealer. See that? Okay. Who else is out here? Auric, Dirt Devil, Eureka. No, Auric, Dirt Devil, Hoover are in the same family, and then you have Bissell with Sanitaire are in the same family. So just kind of, just find out what the warranty is. That's probably my best advice. Okay, so the theme is deliver. So that's kind of the idea of our show today. Is you want to look out for that. Okay, all right, and I'm probably gonna wrap up soon. All right, let me see. Who else is David? Yeah, David, man, I appreciate you, man. David, dude, you're becoming one of my favorites. David looked like David, I don't know you personally, but you seem practical. You seem like someone who's a problem solver. That's me. That's my attitude. That's my approach. That's kind of how I look at these things. I'm sure there's a whole lot of other stuff woven in, and we can fill all those things. But if you're not getting to what's the issue, what's the problem, if you're not doing that, if you're not welding it, David, you know what I'm saying? You're not putting it back together. If all we're doing is pondering how it happened, you're going to be stuck with a car that's cut in half. Oh, man. You know what I'm saying? Oh, man. Oh, dude. I don't know it. Nah, dude. Let me not get it. No. No. Learn out of necessity. Yeah. I feel that. That's how I felt. I keep telling guys, the one machine that I give a lot of respect to, which I hate working on, but the reason I give it respect is because it challenged me. It kicked my ass, man. It really did. It grind me down I was almost ready to smash the damn thing into the wall. But it taught me something. It really did. It taught me to keep looking, look for where is it happening at? And as a result, there's hardly anything about that machine that can go bad. And I'm talking about the Bissell 2X. Not the Revolution. I'm talking old school Bissell 2X with all the wires and the heater and 15 solenoids, all that stuff. Not 50, maybe 4 the most. I think the most I've seen was 4. But that machine, it kicked me. It kicked my butt. And I learned from crying. But while I was going through it, it was the worst thing. I was like, oh my God, man, this is like, I was cussing this thing out, man. I fixed it one time, gave it to a customer. It was spraying here with me. He took it home. It sprayed for 5 minutes. It stopped spraying. I'm like, oh my God. He brought it back, worked on it again, opened it up, put it back. It was ordeal. My first time working on those machines. So I had to learn as I went. I didn't go to some kind of class for it or something. So that's why I respect the experience, even the worst, the negative and the positive, because if you're that kind of a person, you're gonna pull something out of it. If you're that kind of person, if you're ready to be defeated, then that's it, you're done. But if you're ready to win, you're gonna find something out of that experience. That's how I see it. If you're a winner, I'm talking internally. You're gonna fight. It doesn't mean you're not gonna have challenges. It doesn't mean that someone's not gonna beat you. It doesn't mean none of that. I'm talking about your spirit. You're a winner. You're gonna find something out of that, and you're gonna learn from it, and it's gonna benefit you. And you're gonna put it as a deposit. You know what I'm saying? You're gonna put it as a deposit. And that's it. That's life. That's it. That's how I see it. Someone may see it different, but it's okay though, you know, because they have their own life to live. All right. Okay. All right, dude. I'm gonna give you one more of this, Hydra, because you seem to be really, you know, persistent here. Let me see what you got here. Let's see what you got, buddy. If you slap, I'll show you the other. You know, no, man, no. Why do I have to do that? if I do a portrait, I may, you never know. I might do one, but I would do it for my reason, not for that. You know, I might do it for my reason. You know, I might do it for my own reason. Who knows? But thanks for the what do you call it, for the suggestion. Yeah. Yeah. Not quite sure what's going on. I'm not sure what's going on with that, with what's happening with that, but that's a whole, you know, that's a whole nother, I haven't stretched my brain that far out to the other side of the world for me to be engulfed in the news over there. You know, not sure I'm not that far out yet. Okay, but hey guys, everyone, thanks for hanging. I got some more work to do, but hopefully you got something from this. Hopefully you got something from the video. Hopefully you got something from the warranty, understanding the warranties and stuff, and just take the time to read the warranty, because a lot of, I guarantee you there's a lot of Kirby customers who don't know that they have to actually pay for the service, and they walk into, because the salespeople are jacked up, they're excited, they want to sell it. They're told it's a lifetime warranty, so you know, who do you blame? You know, but anyway, you got to read that warranty information to know what you're covered. And the only other thing I would tell you about the warranty stuff is that if you buy the stuff from the store, if I'm not, I could be wrong with some stores because not all stores are like this, but if you buy the extended warranty from the store, the name is extended warranty, okay? And that means they're gonna still push you towards the company warranty. Like, let's say your company warranty is 1 year. So let's say you bring it back to the store. If the store is gonna take it back and give you another one, that's their own thing, right? But when it comes to like repair, the store is going to defer you to the company warranty. Then afterwards, they may have you take it somewhere and maybe bring the receipt to them or something like that. So the value is wishy-washy with depend on the store of those buying those extended warranties. It's up to you. You just have to, but the way they work with us, this industry, is you're gonna have to defer to the company warranty, and then the store warranty would kick in. And then you probably need to find out, after the company warranty is over and your warranty kick in, does my year start after the company warranty is over? Or did let's say my extended year warranty, did it start the day I purchased it? Because your warranty could be up the same time as the factory warranty. So then you bought it for nothing. Okay, so keep, you know, be aware of that. All right, so find out if it starts after theirs is over. Let's say you bought a Bissell and it's a 1 year warranty. You bought an extended warranty from Walmart, let's say. Okay, does that warranty start after my Bissell 1 year warranty is over? Yes. Okay, great. Now, if that's the case, how do I do this? Do I have to take it to the shop, pay for it with my own money, bring you the receipt, you guys pay me back? Do I have to go through a whole process of waiting? What's the deal? And if it's clear and crystal clear, then I say go with it. But if it's winky wacky and you're not sure, you might just be giving away your money. Okay? Because I've seen it happen many times, and they give the people a runaround, and I'm like, God, man, it's messed up. I'm sorry you're going through this, you know. But that's that. Okay. All right, bud, I'm out of here, guys. You guys stay cool, stay positive. David, I'll see you. And hey, David, man, I hope your name is in the next giveaway. For the sake of shipping, I'll be honest with you. For the sake of shipping, I may do it before Thanksgiving purposely. I don't want to get caught up in that stuff. So I may do this before Thanksgiving and put it up. All right, it's a steamer, and I have a few of them here. I want to put one up in a contest to give away. All right, I'll see you guys later. Stay cool. Stay